In the shadow of the Vietnam War, another conflict simmered. A covert battleground where the U.S. waged a secret war. This is the story of Laos, a neutral nation caught in the crossfire of Cold War ideologies, and the clandestine Operation White Star that shaped America's path to Vietnam. After France's defeat at Dien Bien Phu, Laos gained independence. But the Pathet Laos, backed by North Vietnam and the Soviets, sought to overthrow the monarchy. By 1959, Eisenhower's administration feared Laos would be the first domino to fall. The CYA and U.S. Army Special Forces were tasked with stopping communism in secret. Under the watchful eye of civilian advisors, 107 Green Berets from the 77th Special Forces Group deployed to Laos, codenamed Project Hotfoot. Their mission was to train the Royal Lao Army and Hmong tribesmen. Led by Lieutenant Colonel Arthur Bull Simons, these soldiers worked in shadows, disguising their ranks and even their purpose.
We wore civilian clothes, carried fake IDs. The Lao army was a rabble, rusty guns, drunken officers. But the Hmong, they were fierce, willing to fight.
The security of all Southeast Asia will be endangered if Laos loses its neutral independence. Its own safety runs with the safety of us all, in real neutrality, observed by all. I want to make it clear to the American people and to all the world that all we want in Laos is peace, not war. A truly neutral government, not a Cold War pawn. A settlement concluded at the conference table and not on the battlefield.
When Kennedy took office, the mission went public. Renamed Operation White Star, Special Forces now wore uniforms, advising Lao battalions and building guerrilla units. Over 600 Green Berets flooded Laos, arming Hmong fighters like General Vang Pao, a leader revered by his people. Training was hands-on, ambush tactics, weapon maintenance, and survival. Yet cultural barriers loomed. As Colonel Paddock noted,
The Hmong struggled with organization. We taught through action, not words.
the CIA's shadow war. By 1962, Laos's neutrality forced the U.S. to retreat on paper. In reality, the CIA took the reins. Air America, the agency's covert airline, resupplied Hmong bases. Teams planted radio beacons to guide B-52 strikes, turning Laos into the most bombed nation per capita in history. Jack Jolis, CIA case officer.
We'd insert Hmong rascals behind enemy lines. They'd drop fake rocks with transmitters. Then we'd call in phantoms and watch the fireworks.
The Ho Chi Minh Trail became North Vietnam's lifeline and America's obsession. White Star's failure to secure Laos allowed 50,000 NVA troops to infiltrate South Vietnam annually. The secret war had ignited a fuse, leading to Congress's 1964 Gulf of Tonkin Resolution and full-scale war.
My fellow Americans, as President and Commander-in-Chief, it is my duty to the American people to report that renewed hostile actions against United States ships on the high seas in the Gulf of Tonkin have today required me to order the military forces of the United States to take action in reply. The performance of commanders and crews in this engagement is in the highest tradition of the United States Navy. But repeated acts of violence against the armed forces of the United States must be met not only with alert defense, but with positive reply.
Today, Laos bears scars from 2 million tons of U.S. bombs. Operation White Star faded into history, but its lessons echo. In the dangers of covert intervention and the cost of proxy wars. As one veteran remarked, "We fought in secret. The world forgot. Laos didn't."